In this episode, we are going to talk about how to land a job in Dubai.
I can't say the same thing for the back end, to be honest.
Okay.
There are a bunch of opportunities there, but for mobile it's quite limited because it depends on the business.
Many engineers today are curious about working in Dubai.
And if you have a referral, that is the quickest, secure way to getting into the interview flow.
So what do engineers misunderstood most about the salaries in Dubai?
The range for a senior iOS engineer, depending on the company, can be between $80,000 to $130,000.
Different types of visas available in Dubai.
The regulations change almost every single year. It's very hard to track all of them, to be honest.
So what about the future? Whether it's getting evolving or it will be in a stable mode?
Junior to senior roles, they have more chances all the time. They are the backbone of the engineering execution. So I encourage people to apply for senior roles. If they can find principal roles, go for it.
So is there any other portals job seekers can go with?
In Dubai, open the ad. In a matter of minutes, hundreds of maybe even thousands of applications happen through bots.
Advice, one piece of advice to an engineer considering the Dubai in 2026, what would be it?
Never use AI on
Okay.
messages. Never use AI on comments. People want to see human touch, genuine human interaction.
Welcome to the next episode of Publish Talks podcast series on Swift Published. We are a team of engineers focused on bringing tech insights from the people around the globe. I'm your host Sabapathy, senior iOS developer. You can connect us on LinkedIn. Our details are available in the description box. Follow and subscribe to the Swift Published to stay tuned and get updated whenever we have a new guest on our channel. We have already published many podcast series hosting various guests. Feel free to go and check them out. Now let's get into the next episode. Hello, welcome to Swift Published. I'm your host Sabapathy, senior iOS developer. Many engineers today are curious about working in Dubai. We hear about tax-free salaries and global teams, but we also hear a lot of confusion around the jobs, roles and visas. Today I'm joined by Caner Tatar, an engineering manager who has worked across Europe and now he is building teams in Dubai. In this episode, we are going to talk about how to land a job in Dubai and what's real and what engineer actually need to know. Hello, Caner. How are you doing?
All good. How are you doing?
And good. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you as my podcast guest today.
Likewise, mate.
Since we are both iOS developers, so how was your conference recently you had done in mobile developers in Dubai?
So this was my first speaker experience, to be honest, on a conference. Quite an eye-opening experience for me, to be honest. Swift, Android, and AI.
When I saw your profile, you have a unique experience. Especially you are from Turkey and moved to London, and then now you are currently in Dubai. You started as a developer and now you are an engineering manager. You are leading a team.
It's a kind of long journey now. It's been almost 15-ish years to today in 2025. So my Dubai journey started. And I was hired as a staff engineer as well to build the platform from the ground up. I'm still building it. It is a time consuming, but I am an EM now. I mean, for clarity, EM means mostly not managing people only, but also being an IC as well in this time.
The changes in your career paths, and also you had changed from your Turkey to London, and then now you are in Dubai.
Yes.
Very extremely good. Why did you choose Dubai? What surprised you the most?
There are multiple reasons. What I really want was in actually Dubai at that time, which was I really wanted to join a Series A company, which is about to be explode in terms of like scale, revenue, user audience, and I wanted to experience that part because my last 7 years was all about established scale-ups, and I wanted to see the that parts, get that experience, ride the rainbow, Dubai was the right place to do. In Europe, it was much more chilled. The opportunity, especially when you're a staff engineer, opportunities are actually quite limited. And to be frank, most of the startups, they don't need staff engineers. Only the one they want to grow fast, and only the companies who want to stay grounded from the beginning and take the right actions from the beginning to support that scale, they hire staff engineers. And those roles are quite limited, especially in our domain, especially in mobile. I can't say the same thing for the back end, to be honest. Okay. There are a bunch of opportunities there. But for mobile, it's quite limited. Because it depends on the business. It depends on unfortunately, it depends on luck, being the right time and being prepared for those kind of interviews. So yeah, I think I was kind of lucky on that end.
I completely understand, because in Dubai, the people don't have enough knowledge or awareness about the tech industries. So let's talk something about that ecosystem, how it works. When people think of Dubai, especially my college students or colleagues, some of them from civil engineers, they go to Dubai, or mechanical engineers, and in other ways like real estate, business kind of thing, or finance. True. So what does the actual tech scene look like today in Dubai?
So tech scene, the community is small because Dubai has only 4 million people. And as you described, most of them are either in real estate, developing new sites, construction, oil industries, finance, crypto, and AI. AI is becoming something slowly. In other areas like tech, there are some dominant players such as Kareem, Talabat, aka Delivery Hero, Delivery Cell. Now is Revolut is coming. The rest are mostly startups. There are also banks, and they are actually quite big on tech. Like ENBD is a big one. VO is another one that's also big. To medium-sized fintech startups in the area, especially on the buy now, pay later areas. Even the community is small, there are some strong players around.
It seems like it's similar to Germany. They are focused on the automobile engineering, and most of the automobile engineering, they provide the tech jobs actually. So like mobile development. So similarly here in Dubai, like especially the fintech and real estate, they provide the tech solutions. I think it's small ecosystem. So what about the future, whether it's getting evolving or it will be in a stable mode?
It is evolving definitely, because leadership of the Emirates, they have quite ambitious plans to make the Emirates, not just Dubai, but also Abu Dhabi and other Emirates, to become the Switzerland of the Middle East. It's already the Switzerland of the Middle East, but also becoming the major tech hub, so that other companies, for example, Revolut is, I think, they're gonna pull the trigger for that probably, to move their headquarters to Dubai. So they want to attract those headquarters or regional headquarters in Dubai, so that more people would come.
Dubai tech market has been evolving, will be evolving in the future. So I'm expecting the same. And if you see, your role is something like leadership role, managing engineering manager. So in Dubai, which is more suitable for a particular stage in someone's career, like early or mid or senior, or like a leadership role. So which one they should prefer to land their tech job in Dubai?
Based on my experience, it's not just for Dubai, by the way. It is also applicable to any other market as well. Junior to senior roles, they have more chances all the time. They are the backbone of the engineering execution. So I encourage people to apply for senior roles. If they can find principal roles, go for it.
There is a myth about the salaries, because it's a tax-free nations, and also people from India chose Dubai. But when it comes to salary, they are disappointed when they reach to Dubai. So based on the cost of living. And so what do engineers misunderstood most about the salaries in Dubai?
So salaries can be quite attractive on that sense. For example, the range for a senior iOS engineer, depending on the company, can be between $80,000 to 130. Dubai is a very hot place, and and humid. Because of that, the whole city is designed for cars, not for public transport. There is a public transport, but it's definitely a car city. Rent a car or buy a car. Cars can be cheap here because of the tax-free situations. Second, this city, again, because of the climate and the design of the city, the convenience is the key, and is the heart of the living, the lifestyle of Dubai. So you can order anything. For example, if you're a single person, you haven't married, you live alone, because of the tax-free salary, it is very easy to indulge to order food online, order groceries online, order anything from Noon, Amazon, Deliveroo, Talabat, you name it. Everything is so convenient and actually quite affordable. And this is a human psychology in that sense, in this way. And then you realize, oh my God, I spent more than 5,000 dirhams just for Deliveroo breakfasts. They add up. Healthcare is privatized. You need to have a private health insurance. Everything is tax-free, which means there is no pension. You need to invest wisely, or you need to budget. You need to understand financial stuff. And that's why many people struggle, because, oh, this is just, I don't know, $25,000 rent per month. Okay, they come here, they need to pay them rent up front, like either full year or 6 months, if they're lucky, quarterly. Infrastructural stuff is actually expensive, such as phone plans, I don't know, mobile plans, internet. They are definitely more expensive than the other countries, maybe double,
Yeah, Jana, since you worked in London and now in Dubai, so what are the differences like in terms of tech industry and also salaries?
Sure, definitely salaries are quite different. In terms of salaries, the cost of living is also quite different. I think that London is quite worse on that sense. You earn something, but you pay a lot of taxes, and the renting is quite crazy, unfortunately. In Dubai, it is not that bad. I mean, the salaries, in terms of gross salaries, they are pretty on par with London, but you don't pay tax, so you keep roughly 40% to yourself. And cost of living is actually not that bad, so that's the biggest difference.
Let's move to the next segment. It's a job. So how to land a job in Dubai.
Yeah.
And what are the different portals? Like we obviously go with the LinkedIn. So is there any other portals the job seekers can go with?
This is actually quite a bit different than the other countries. In Dubai, open the ad, in a matter of minutes, hundreds of maybe even thousands of applications happen through bots. The best way to apply a job in Dubai is to find someone in that company, make a connection, and politely request, I saw this ad, can you refer me? But don't be pushy on this. Just, for example, if you are not looking, but you are planning to look for something, start connecting with people from the targeted companies and ask genuine questions. I mean, build connections. In Dubai, it's not unlike any other countries. They don't provide any citizenship, so people come, stay. Sometimes they go back quickly, so those roles can be vacant quite quickly. So get prepared for this. And if you have the referral, that is the quickest and the most, let's say, secure way to getting into the interview flow.
So maybe our audience might be in entry level or a senior level or a manager level. So can you give a common advice or some tips and tricks to crack the job interview?
Biggest tip is first things first, to get into the interview process.
Okay.
And that is building relationships. Second, headhunters. There are many headhunters in Dubai. If you search for them, find the one who regularly posts on LinkedIn, connect with them and introduce yourselves and express your interest on those things, and they would be happy to find some role for you, or at least land on you, because they get commissions, and it's a win-win scenario. Never use AI on messages. Never use AI on comments, posts, because in this time, people will want to see human touch, genuine human interaction. And as I said at the beginning, relationships are everything in Dubai. So these are the biggest tips.
Audience can build the relationship between with the HR or HR managers. They should have a regular updates from the head of engineering or something. Like it's pretty good advice. I have a lot of friends who wants to move to Dubai, but they don't have that particular option. Like people are married and they don't want to take a risk, and they want if they want to go Dubai, it's really difficult based on the financial one.
Yes.
Right? Someone like from India or Europe, they want to search a job in Dubai. How is there any tips and tricks, or how do you suggest them?
Let's say I'm in Europe or India, it doesn't matter, and I want to move into Dubai. I would definitely search the companies and domains. In Dubai, it's all about marketplace, fintech, finance, or crypto. Okay? So as I want to go to fintech, I'll go to Gemini, ChatGPT, or your favorite AI agent and ask to list all the fintech companies in Dubai who are operating successfully above, let's say, Series A or Series B, depending on the preference, and list them out, analyze their performance, their presence on the web, and you can funnel it down, and then you're going to have a list of companies. Then go to LinkedIn, get the premium trial if you don't have any, and start searching for head of engineering managers, senior iOS engineers, or director of engineering of those each companies, and search for who are posting regularly, or at least have some LinkedIn presence, because so many people don't have any. They have an account and they don't check, they don't post anything. Filter the active accounts. If you have second level connections, it's even better. If you have first connection, great. And then create a introduction message. I'm XYZ, I am really interested in your profile and your company. I would love to hear more, and I'm working on this, and I believe you have something similar, you have experienced something similar challenges. I'd like to discuss, and I'd like to hear your opinion, and that's it. Do not ask for referrals if you have any jobs that I can join. No. And then probably half of them won't respond. When they respond, build a connection, and then get the referral.
Thank you so much, Caner, for these tips and tricks to get a job in Dubai. What are the common mistakes the engineers do often in terms of the career in Dubai?
Definitely not using LinkedIn, I would say, because we engineers, I don't want to generalize, but we would love to build, right? We love to build things, play with the technology, but we usually skip the presentation part of it.
Okay.
And on these platforms, presentation is everything, unfortunately. I think this is the biggest mistake. And second is, maybe some of us, or maybe half of us, use Reddit, leave anonymous comments, but also we have unique experiences based on our view and our current situation, company, state, year, country, you name it. I mean, we have unique experiences and we don't share them. We need to share them. And when you share those things regularly, we get more visibility. This is the biggest mistake. Second, being technology obsessive. Yeah, we solve business problems because we need to be aligned with the business strategy. It can change a lot, by the way, depending on the state of the company. But still, we are here to provide solutions for those problems and ambitions. So second mistake is not understanding what business does, how to make money, whom to serve, and market conditions and finances of the company as well. I mean, understand the cost centers, money makers. And that is, if you're on the moneymaker side, if you position yourself, for example, in the moneymaker side of the company you're working on, you might find yourself in a very invaluable position and get promotions quite quickly. But if you do something really unseen, you won't get the promotion or move forward in your careers. Most of the promotions happen through the company changes, by the way, job changes. Still, the principle is the same. Last one, yeah, networking.
Yeah, networking is
Definitely networking.
yeah, it's the most important one.
Yeah, connect with your peers first, and then connect with your target audience. Like, I don't know, I want to become an EM, for example. I want to start connecting with EMs first, and then start learning about their experiences and let myself known to them, and that opens a lot of doors, to be honest. Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah, Caner, yeah, you have a very good knowledge in sharing about the mistakes of other people have done. So I think I am expecting the audience who can share their mistakes so that it really helpful for them to overcome those things. And next, like we have spoke about the Dubai work culture, jobs, how to land a job, and salary.
Yeah.
And the last part is visas. So
Yes.
can you help us, like, what are the different types of visas available in Dubai?
There are actually gazillions of different visas at the moment, but there's also a bad part. The regulations change almost every single year. It's very hard to track all of them, to be honest. For example, the most famous one is the golden visa path,
Okay.
and I think that one changed 3 times since I came to Dubai in the last 9 months. so just keep an eye on those things.
Okay.
Second one is second is quite obvious, the skilled worker visa. So you join the company sponsors you, yeah, and it is for 2 years. Every 2 years they renew it. It is pretty standard, pretty straightforward. It's not like in Europe they have a quota and so many weird shenanigans happening over there. It's not like that because almost 90% of the people here are expats. Visa processes are quite streamlined. There is a freelancer visa that you can self-sponsor yourself, relocating to Dubai.
Okay.
Job seekers visa, I don't know about the details, but I saw it as well. Content creator visa as well.
Oh,
Entrepreneur visas. I mean, there are so many.
a lot of visas available in Dubai. So the first question will be asked, like, how long will it take to get approved? So is there any time limit?
Dubai is weird. So you can come here with tourist visa, start working immediately whilst your application is in progress. When it's in progress, you cannot leave the country, by the way. If you're in the tourist visa and things take longer than expected, you can extend the visa. It's fine. They are quite flexible on that. Normal visa almost both of them roughly takes 3 weeks, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Europe, I feel.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I heard that golden visa is something long-term benefit, right? So not
Yes.
a starting requirement.
A couple of requirements for golden visa. Golden visa is a 10-year permanent residency visa provided by the United Arab Emirates government
Okay.
to highly skilled individuals, investors, people who has high salaries.
Yeah.
In order to get the golden visa, you need to be nominated by either your company to the ministry, or you apply to the ministry for nomination. They review your application, like let's say your CV. The relevant one is the salary one. I was strictly talking about in dirhams at the moment. It requires you to have 30,000 dirhams basic salary, which means based on the company, you need to earn around at least 50 to 55,000 dirhams salary outright to apply for it. This is a hard limit at the moment. If you are below it, you probably need to go to the skilled worker visa during the relocation. And after 6 months, based on my current knowledge and based on the current regulation, you can ask for nomination. That part is changing a lot, by the way. And when you apply for it, and when you get the golden visa, it is a different story, to be honest.
Sounds good. Yeah, so we have elaborated all types of visa, and especially the golden visa also. So I think this the audience will be helpful after listening our podcast. And so now we are at the end of this podcast episode. So
Yeah.
if before wrapping up, like I would like to get some advice, one piece of advice to an engineer considering the Dubai in 2026. What would be it?
Find someone to talk to in Dubai
Okay.
as a mentor.
Yeah.
Second, get really proficient on how to use, let's say for this one, cloud code in iOS.
Yeah.
How to define rules, how to define, guardrails. Not vibe coding, but using it as a scalpel so that you can create consistent, repetitive, functional code to build things and learn everything about it. Get really proficient on training those, fine-tuning those things. Train them with the latest documentation from Apple.
Sounds good. So before that, where our audience can connect with you and follow you and follow your work?
Definitely on LinkedIn. Through LinkedIn, I'm quite open on it. If I don't respond, it means there are so many sales messages on my inbox. I need to clean them up.
Okay.
That's definite. And also, please mention this podcast, please, so
Yeah.
that I can differentiate easily.
Jana, thank you so much for your experience, and you have shared a lot of insights about not only the job things, and you have mentioned a lot about the visa and salary part. And to everyone listening, if you found this episode very helpful, you please like, comment, share, and share to your friends who wants to start their international career in Dubai. And this is Swift Published. I'm Sabapathy. See you in the next episode. Thank you.